It's extremely concerning that you would so blatantly violate a very, very simple condition, which is to stay in a placement and keep a bracelet on.
Well, what's next for Slender Man stabber Morgan Geyser after her escape from a group home ends with an arrest in Illinois? Well, good evening. Thanks so much for starting your Monday with us, ending your Monday, however it may be. I'm Jessa Bryceback.
And I'm Natalie Shepard. It has been more than 11 years since Morgan Geyser, along with Anissa Weier, stabbed their classmate in Waukesha, inspired by the fictional character Slender Man. Early this year, Geyser was moved from mental health confinement to that group home. Yeah, over the weekend, she cut off her monitoring bracelet and disappeared, only to be arrested less than a day later. The group home that Geyser left is in Madison. The truck stop where she was found is in Illinois, south of Chicago, a distance of about 160 miles. Tonight, we have team coverage from both states. Jenna Wells reports on the arrest, and we begin with Catherine Merck live in Madison with what we know about Geyser's escape. Catherine.
Jessup and Natalie, this case is getting national attention once again. It all started on this street on Madison's west side at Yo-Yo Quality Care, which is an adult group home. Morgan Geyser removed her GPS monitor and escaped on Saturday night before she was arrested Sunday night. The whole situation is raising concerns about how Geyser's supervision was handled. According to the Madison Police Department, Morgan Geyser was last seen at her group home on Cronky Drive in Madison around 8:15 Saturday night. Police say it took nearly 10 hours for the Madison Police Department to be notified about Geyser's escape. 2 hours from when Geyser's GPS monitor malfunctioned for the Department of Corrections to get in contact with the group home. I asked the police chief in Madison about this timeline. Did you feel as though that there was too much time going on there for her to
Well, again, I mean, the time was not ideal, but we'll take a look at it. We'll work with DOC to figure out how do we improve on the next go around. But the important thing is, I think, is we were collaborating well when the time came. But, you know, the timing could certainly get better on the next one.
It's extremely concerning that you would so blatantly violate a very, very simple condition, which is to stay in a placement and keep a bracelet on.
Once Geyser returns to Wisconsin, the Waukesha County District Attorney's Office said it will be up to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services to petition to revoke Geyser's conditional release.
We fully support it. We support that she should be in custody. Not only should she have been in custody from 2014 forward, but also Attorney Nicolai argued vehemently for her not to be released to conditional release.
Earlier this year, Geyser's attorney, Tony Cotton, fought for Geyser to be placed in a group home.
She's done everything right. She's followed the rules. She hasn't done anything wrong. She needs to get out.
Waukesha leaders were unable to say how often they received updates about Geyser's whereabouts from the group home.
Obviously, he was misstating the nature of the monitoring that was taking place.
Any charges related to Geyser's escape will come from the Dane County District Attorney's Office as Cronky Drive becomes the center of a multi-agency police investigation. We've tried reaching out to the Department of Corrections about their response to Geyser's disappearance here on Madison's west side. We haven't gotten a response yet, but the situation has continued to develop throughout the day, as it did last night when the case made its way to Illinois. And that's where we find our Jenna Wells with the latest on Geyser's capture. Jenna?
Catherine, I'm in Posen, Illinois. It was outside this gas station here where police officers found Morgan Geyser around 9 p.m. That was last night here at the police station, and the chief tells me Geyser could be extradited to Wisconsin by tomorrow. This video shows Morgan Geyser handcuffed, leaving the Posen Police Department Monday morning. Chief William Alexander says she was found after officers were called for a report of two people sleeping outside a Thornton's gas station.
Our officers arrived and noticed several bags strewn about on the ground around them with clothes in them like they'd been traveling.
The two were reluctant to identify themselves, initially giving fake names. Geyser then told an officer she was scared to give her name because she had, quote, done something really bad.
Ultimately, she gave a name and told the officer he could just simply Google her and find out who she is. The officer did so, and that's where we realized that she was wanted for escape out of Wisconsin.
Court documents identified the person with her as 43-year-old Chad Mecca of Janesville. Mecca was charged for obstructing identification and released from custody pending a court date. Mecca told CBS Chicago reporters they're best friends with Geyser and didn't want her to travel alone. Alexander says officers found a bus ticket from Madison in their belongings.
It was my understanding they were out of money, and this is where they ended up.
Geyser spent the night at the Posen police station and was transferred to the Cook County Courthouse in Markham Monday. The chief praised his officers for their diligence.
Yeah, if you see something, say something. Suspicious subject that's standing outside of a gas station, as simple as this. Look who it ended up being.
Now, the Posen police chief has said that Geyser met with a judge at that municipal courthouse in Markham earlier today. Geyser will spend the night there and then be transferred to Cook County's criminal courthouse in the city of Chicago. That's where an extradition hearing is expected to happen tomorrow. Natalie, Jessa, back to you.